Ladies and gentlemen, if you allow me to ask you for just a few moments of your valued attention, I would like, as Executive Director of the International Astronautical Federation, warmly welcome you at this networking lunch, which the IAF has now hosted several years in a row, has become almost a tradition now. It's my great pleasure to see so many important key actors in European space here with us today. I would like to start to acknowledge the presence here also of three of our IAF vice presidents who have joined us today. I would like to start with Geraldine Najar, who is the Director for Commercialization, Industry and Competitiveness at ESA, and she is our IAF Vice President for Industry Relations and Space Economy. Thanks for joining us. Then also Davide Petrillo, who is our IAF Vice President for Education and Workforce Development. He is now Managing Director of NanoRex Europe. Davide, thanks for coming. And last but not least, Michal Brichter, the Director of the Slovak Space Office, and he is now our recently elected IAF Vice President for Membership Development and Financial Matters. Also a warm welcome to you. Before introducing to you the IAF President and give him the word, I would like to start by showing you and immersing you a bit into the world of the IAF by showing you a very short 1.5 minute video. So please do enjoy this video.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And it is now my distinct pleasure to welcome here on stage the IAF President, Chief Revenue Officer of Voyager Space Holdings, Clay Mowry. Clay, please.
Thank you, Christian, and welcome to everyone. I feel sort of a privilege today. I've snuck into a conference of Europeans. They somehow let the American in here by chance. And I'm listening to all the discussion, but it's been a fascinating dialogue this morning. I get a real sense of the urgency that's facing Europe on a number of fronts, and kudos to you guys for taking the leadership position and to making hard decisions and advancing the programs. It was a great dialogue this morning. This is, as Christian said, sort of a tradition now. It's my first time joining at this conference, but a tradition for the IAF to host you for the VIP Luncheon. We thank you for coming. There's so many high-level people here. I'm not going to attempt to, I can name Joseph, but then I would have to name everyone, all the leaders from all the commissions and all the agencies. So I'll stop just there. But thank you for coming. Look, the IAF is the largest, most diverse and unique space advocacy organization in the world. We have now 55 new members that joined the organization in 2024, bringing the total number to 513 organizations worldwide. We represent every major space agency, most of the industrial, from startups to the largest industrial companies. We represent museums, associations, societies, universities. It's really an important organization, founded in 1951 in Paris, with the first IEC that was hosted there to bring together the global space community at that time in the middle, or I should say at the start, at the commencement of the Cold War, to create a place for dialogue, to create a place for organizations to come together and discuss, and this is a critical role we play now in a multi-actor space community. Now we have, I think, Joseph, you mentioned, SpaceX is the largest operator in the world, over 5,000 satellites in orbit. The majority of satellites are now operated by a company, not by a country, not by a space agency, not by a military, but by an actual company. And we have more to come, obviously, Kuiper and OneWeb and all the others of the constellations that are coming. So it's important in this multi-actor space community to have a place to have discussions between space agencies, between commercial operators, and all of the people that support these agencies and what we're doing. So it's really the one that we're trying to create a forum for these dialogues. So just quickly, and I'll just be one more minute, I promise to let you start lunch. In October, we're going to be in Milan, Italy for the 75th IAC. We think it's going to be the largest ever. Maybe, Erasmo, if we're confident, we will surpass Paris, which was 9,600 people. So we'll see if Milan can reach these heights. Maybe we get to 10,000 people, but you shouldn't miss this conference. If you're not planning, please plan to come to Milan. It's hosted by the Italian Association of Aeronautics and Astronautics, which is a founding member of the IAF. It's represented by Erasmo Carrera. If you haven't met him, please, he's our major cheerleader. And the theme is responsible space for sustainability. So this is a huge, sustainability is one of our key tenets as we look forward with the IAF, sustainability, investment, and security, all themes you've heard today. And so we look forward to the dialogue in Milan this fall. After that, in June of 25, we're doing a global conference on space exploration, GLEX 25, hosted by ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization in New Delhi. This should be another outstanding event. And then we move, staying in the Eastern Hemisphere, we move on to Sydney, Australia in 25 for the next IEC. After that, we're looking forward to hosting there, returning to Australia after 8 years when we were in Adelaide to host the next event. And they were wonderful hosts last time. I think Sydney will be another record. And then just at the last IEC, we concluded that Antalya, Turkey will host in October of 26. So this should be another wonderful place to host. At the bridge between Asia and Europe here in Turkey should be wonderful. So please enjoy your lunch. Thank you for coming. We enjoy hosting you. Have a great networking opportunity.
Thank you very much, Clay. It's always great to hear from our leadership. But for us, for the IAF, it is also all about our membership. And we are so happy to have very prominent member organizations amongst our family. And I would like to point out one key stakeholder in the IAF family, and that is the European Space Agency. And I'm so pleased that the Director General, Josef Aschbacher, is joining us here. And if you wish, I would like to invite you to say a few words as well on how you, from a stakeholder perspective, see the implementation of the mission of the IAF.
Sorry to disturb you during
I have my lunch ready. So thank you, Christian, and I will be very brief because you are all very hungry and you don't want to listen too much to people speaking. But Christian asked me this morning whether I could say a couple of words as a stakeholder, as one of the customers in brackets of the IAF. And I can only say and summarize it in a couple of words. Being a member of the IAF is amazing, but also what they are doing for the global community to bring together countries from different corners, different political spectra, different continents and different places is quite amazing. What I also appreciate a lot is that you are bringing the new generation on board, the 3 Gs that you are famously quoting. This is very important because this is all what we are looking for, to have the young generation joining space and driving space, being inspired and being our future leaders of space. And this is something where the IAF has put a huge emphasis on doing that. So really, thank you for doing that. But of course, the highlights are always the IACs, the International Astronautical Congresses in different countries. And I really have to say that every single one is quite a milestone, is quite amazing. I look forward very much to this year's event in Milano, in Europe, and I can assure you that we as ESA will support you, will support the IAF in making it a big success, together with Arsi, with Teodoro and his team, obviously, because it's his home country and his conference, but certainly as Europe, we would like to be a very strong partner and supporter. So I'm really impressed what you do. Thank you so much for the good work you're doing at global level. This is a very important forum addressing topics that are sometimes delicate, but needs to be addressed, and I really appreciate the good work. So big thank you, Christian, big thank you, Clay, and all the teams of the IAF who are working day and night to make all this possible. Thank you and bon appetit.